All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to dig into how the best companies really, truly win you over. It's all about a concept called customer accommodation. And believe me, it's the secret sauce that turns a one-time purchase into, that long-term loyalty we all crave. So let's start with a quick question, just for you. Think about your absolute favorite brand. Could be your go-to coffee shop, that online store you always browse, maybe even your car. What is it that makes you go back again and again? Because it's probably more than just the product, right? Well, a lot of the time, the answer is something called customer accommodation. And what that really means at its core is how well a company's whole supply chain is set up to meet your unique needs. Not just some generic, average customer, but you specifically. We're going to break this down as a 3-level journey. The best way to picture it? Think of a staircase. Companies start at the bottom and climb their way up, from just reacting to problems all the way to a true partnership, where the goal is making sure that you, the customer, actually succeed. All right, let's get into it. We're starting at the ground floor, level 1, customer service. And make no mistake, this is the absolute foundation. Everything else is built on top of this. So customer service is basically reactive, right? Your package doesn't show up, you call them. The thing you bought is broken, you shoot them an email. Their whole job is to fix what went wrong. It's the essential, you can't skip this, bare minimum. And look, it might sound super basic, but getting this part wrong, the cost is just incredibly high. We're not just talking about one person having a bad day. We're talking about the real, lasting damage it can do to a business. And if you want a hard number on that risk, here it is. Get this. Some studies show that a whopping 69% of customers might just walk away for good after only one bad service experience. I mean, just let that sink in. That's more than 2/3 of your customer base gone. That's not just a problem. That's an absolute catastrophe waiting to happen. So what does good service even look like in practice? Well, it really just boils down to a few key things. You got to be fast. You have to actually solve the problem with the right answers. You need to communicate clearly. And this is the big one for supply chain. You have to deliver the right stuff on time, every time. The perfect order, as they say. Okay, so that's the foundation. Now let's climb up to level 2 and see how this all builds. We're making a really important shift here, from being just reactive and solving problems after they happen, to being responsive and actively trying to meet and even beat customer expectations. All right, we're on level 2 now, customer satisfaction. Now, this is where most companies you'd consider good are playing. They've got the basics down, and now the game is all about making customers happy. Yeah, this isn't about damage control anymore. It's about making sure the whole experience, from the first click to the final delivery, is smooth, efficient, and, actually positive. It's what gets measured with things like those CSAT scores that pop up asking, hey, how happy were you with us? But here's the tricky part. The goalposts for what makes a customer happy, they are constantly moving. What was amazing service last year is just expected today. And what's expected today might be a letdown tomorrow. And here's a perfect example. A massive 90% of customers today don't just like a personalized experience, they flat out expect it. They want companies to know who they are and what they want without having to spell it out every single time. So to keep up, you can't just be an order taker. Companies need to be smarter. They have to anticipate what you might need next, make sure every single touch point is seamless, and always be looking for ways to improve. And that brings us to the very top of our staircase, level 3. This right here is the real game changer in today's world, customer success. This is where the truly elite companies play. And customer success is a huge leap. We're not talking about a single sale anymore, or even just making you happy in the moment. This is a proactive, long-term game plan focused on one thing, making sure you achieve your goals with their product or service. And I love this quote because it just nails the shift in thinking. It's not about just getting the sale, it's about the entire journey. It's this simple, powerful idea. If you succeed, then the company succeeds. Your win is their win. And that's the real transformation you see. A company playing at this level isn't just a vendor you buy something from. No way. They become a strategic partner who is genuinely invested in your outcome. It's all about creating value together. And this partnership idea, it's not just fluff. It translates into very real supply chain strategies. We're talking about things like planning together to make things more efficient and cut costs, having total visibility so there are no nasty surprises, and even innovating together to create better products and experiences for everyone. So, we've climbed the whole staircase, from service to satisfaction to success. But here's the thing, these aren't separate floors. They're all part of the same engine. Let's pull it all together and see how integrating them creates a massive competitive advantage. This table really pulls it all into focus, doesn't it? You can see that clear progression. You start out reactive, just fixing problems. Then you become responsive, trying to make people happy. But the ultimate goal is to be proactive, creating long-term value together. Each level is the launch pad for the next. And that, right there, is the biggest takeaway. The best companies in the world don't pick one of these levels. They master all three. They build this amazing, customer-focused supply chain where rock-solid service is the foundation for genuine satisfaction, which then opens the door to the ultimate prize, a true partnership built on shared success. So, that leaves us with one final question to chew on. Think about the companies you interact with every day, the ones you work for, the ones you buy from. Where do they really land on this staircase? Are they just serving you? Are they satisfying you? Or are they genuinely invested in making sure you succeed? The answer to that question, well, it tells you everything you need to know